Hello everybody and welcome back with more Star Wars stuff. We're going to hop right into a conversation after we just defeated Master Braga.
General Varsuthra, I've shut down the cruiser's reactors. I repeat, the battle cruiser is under my control.
Understood. I'll send troops to secure the vessel and hold it for the Republic. Fighting down here is bad. I may not be able to...
Do you really think you've won? You only prolong the galaxy's suffering. In the end, no one is saved. This battle will be fought forever. Nothing I do matters.
You tried to murder billions of innocent people because the Emperor wounded your ego?
He destroyed my will with a thought. And I am strong in the Force. But it wasn't enough. You've stopped his plans for now, but the Emperor is patient. He will try again and again until he wins.
It's true. We will never be safe until he's dead.
The Emperor is on Dromund Kaas. Go to him. You will see how pointless our struggles have been.
The Imperial capital is a big planet. Where exactly will I find the Emperor?
I will give you the Emperor's coordinates. Even in his weakened state, you are no match for him. I tire of this horrible existence. My life has been a failure. End it.
Some failures are beyond redemption. Goodbye, Master Braga.
Good riddance. I hope the Emperor felt that.
Wow, Lord Scourge really enjoyed that decision, didn't he? Holy cow. I mean, if you look at the amount of affection he got, that just shows it right there. And then the fact that he's already maxed out is just like, well, you know. But if I had Doc with me, Doc would have been so angry with me. He wouldn't have liked that decision at all.
Let me get this straight. Not only did you save millions of lives, but you and your strike team seized an Imperial battle cruiser? No, doesn't sound any less incredible when I say it out loud. The rogue Jedi you were after. Did you catch him?
The General should be here. What's his status?
I wish I had good news, but the General's mission was not successful. He didn't have the forces he needed. They put up a good fight, but the enemy had superior numbers. There were no survivors.
It could have been worse. We could all be dead.
I suppose when you look at it that way. There's still plenty of fighting to be done. The Empire is down, but it's already regrouping. I'd ask you to stay, but I get the feeling you've already got one foot out the door. Good luck.
No, it's sad that General Varsuthra's dead. But you know, he died like he lived, with his plans exploding in his face. Heh. Booyah. That was mean.
Master Satele, my mission on Corellia is complete. Republic forces have gained the upper hand, and Master Braga is no longer aiding the enemy. The Emperor's domination of Master Braga was too strong. I had to kill him.
A terrible loss. I'm sure you did your best.
I've also learned the Emperor is on Dromund Kaas. His efforts against us have weakened him. Our enemy is vulnerable. For now.
The Emperor is determined to destroy the galaxy. It's him or us.
You must face the Emperor again. And this time you cannot fail.
The Emperor won't survive our next meeting. That's a promise.
Be mindful of anger. It is a weapon the Emperor could easily turn against you.
Dromund Kaas is the Imperial capital. Legions of Sith call it home. The remaining population is almost entirely Imperial military. We're invading a planet of people who want us dead. We'll have to fight for every centimeter of ground.
There must be some way to achieve our goal without violence. Could we disguise ourselves somehow?
No spy ever sent to Dromund Kaas has returned alive, and we have no time for elaborate ruses. We must surprise the Empire by doing what they least expect. A frontal assault on their homeworld. Jedi and Republic warships will converge on Dromund Kaas and will engage the Imperial fleet. We will mass your assault on the surface.
The real fight will be on the planet. Can you spare anyone for that?
We'll attract less attention without your forces stirring up the Imperial army. I will help you navigate the planet's defense network and land safely. After that, no promises.
Your success or failure will not merely decide the galaxy's fate. It will change everything, forever. Find the Emperor and stop him once and for all. May the Force be with you.
Oh man, guys, this is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for. This is like the penultimate moment, because I mean it's not the ultimate moment. It's the one right before, because you know the ultimate moment obviously would be the end of the chapter. This is just right before the end of chapter 3, which I'm super excited for. This part is what makes the entire Jedi story really good. It's kind of like the Smuggler one. The Smuggler one's good all the way through, but it's the end and how it kind of throws like a wrench in the machine there, and how it kind of switches it all around that makes it really good. And it's a little bit the same here as well.
We've landed on Dromund Kaas. Any sign we've been detected?
Good for us, but the Republic fleet's getting blown to bits up there. We need to wrap this up fast.
I examined the coordinates Braga gave you. The Emperor has gone to an ancient temple deep in the jungle. Access is highly restricted.
What do you know about this ancient temple?
The Emperor built it. He imprisoned his enemies there for many centuries. It is a place of vast, dark power. One of the Emperor's private shuttles is not far from here. It has full security clearance to enter the temple.
Great. Now all we have to do is fight through a city full of bad guys trying to kill us.
Moving as a single unit will give away our objective. We could pair off and follow separate routes to the shuttle.
Shouldn't we leave someone guarding the ship in case the enemy comes?
If the Imperial forces find the ship unguarded, they will leave a token security force. We can easily dispatch it when we return. You all have the shuttle's coordinates. I recommend no one be late arriving there.
Well, here we go. It's time to head down to Dromund Kaas, which is actually a really pretty area, and we'll talk about that in a minute here. But yeah, we get to meet up with my team. We all split up and whatnot, and basically we're trying to get to a shuttle, and we're going to take the shuttle to the temple area, or the temple ruins. I guess is the best place or best way to describe it. But first, I'm just going to kill my way through these guys. I actually don't need to do the bonus series. Strangely enough, I mean, if you look, I'm already level 50, so it's, you know, it doesn't really matter all that much if I actually do the bonus. So I'm just going to kill my way through these guys. And you may notice that I have black-red color crystals. You see those? Here we go. Ready? Wow, black-red color crystals. Now, before you, I swear, there's gonna be a million people that always, as soon as you see those, you're gonna be like, "How'd you get those on your Jedi? How do I get black-red color crystal?" And that's, I mean, that's what I imagine you guys sound like when you're typing comments in the video. Look, that's not the point. Okay, here we go. So the way you get these is they come from like Rakata grade weapons on the Empire, which is a raid tier, right? So you get that from hard mode or nightmare, Eternity Vault, or Karaga's Palace, right? So that's where you get the black-red color crystals. It's in the main hand and the offhand weapons. Now, how I get them over to the Republic is a whole different story. You have to have a bound to legacy weapon. See, that's the thing. There are no bound to legacy weapons except for one set, and it's the bowcasters that came from this previous event, the Grand Acquisitions race. So if you don't have one of those bowcasters, there's no way you can do this. You can't switch these over because they're not bound to legacy. So there you go. That's how you do it. You take a legacy bound weapon, you put the item in, and you mail it to your character. Problem is, you need an item that can actually support one of those. For instance, I don't have a bound to legacy melee weapon because there is none. Therefore, I can't switch over hilts for my Jedi Consular or my Jedi Knight from the Empire side, which I can get really good ones for. So I hope that makes sense. It's just one of those things that it's a really roundabout way of transferring items to your different characters, but like I said, you can't even get it if you don't have those weapons, so don't even bother. But keep an eye out for the next events coming up. I think the next one is like a Wookiee thing, which is exciting for us, obviously. I mean, our guild name. But the thing is, if you can get a Bound to Legacy weapon, whether it's a melee weapon or a ranged weapon, you could switch color crystals back and forth. So there you go. Food for thought. That's how you do it before you bug me and send me millions of messages asking how to do it, because I won't even respond now. Now, here's the other thing. Dromund Kaas, you may notice, is kind of like dark and dreary and stormy, and there's kind of like rain and stuff. It's because the dark side of the Force is so strong in Dromund Kaas that it actually causes Force storms. Yeah, you heard me. Storms from the Force.
I will fly us to the Emperor's temple, but you must face him alone. No one else can resist his direct influence. We will provide support and destroy the Emperor's guards. The droid can use the temple's network to coordinate our efforts.
We get one shot at this. We win or die trying.
Every one of us is expendable. If the galaxy is to survive, the Emperor must fall. You are all on your own. Succeed or fail, no one is coming to save you.
Speak for yourself. If anyone needs help, I'll be there. Unless it's you, of course.
Don't be foolish. We have surprised the Emperor, but he will recover quickly. We cannot grant him time to gather his power.
Fly us to that temple. Let's finish this.
You can count on me. Victory or death.
I'll take victory. Let the Emperor have death.
So I get to have my droid with me. Yay, T7. Now, most of you who have never done this would probably be thinking like, oh crap, you've never used this companion, you don't have any gear on him. It's true, I don't. And the first time I went through this, I screwed it up majorly. I logged out at this point, I went to the auction house, I bought a ton of droid parts for T7, and I come back, and later in this area that you get through, so basically I'm going through these temple grounds here, these are old Sith area, like temple things, and it's also burial grounds, which is kind of creepy. But you get into the actual temple, and in the middle of the room is a puzzle, which you'll see in the next video. And once you figure out the puzzle, you can go loot like a chest, and in that is a ton of droid parts. So I screwed up the first time on my first character, but because I, had to re-roll my character, this is actually my second Sentinel, sadly. I got the opportunity to do this differently and not have to worry about that, but we'll res up T7 and move on. And I would really love to teach you guys about the Sith areas, because they're really cool. Like this area may be kind of dark and dreary and kind of creepy, but it is really pretty, and the story that goes along with not only this area, but all of Dromund Kaas, and even places like Korriban, which is the home world for the Sith, and just like those really cool lore-rich planets. I would love to teach you guys that. Eventually, we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't you worry. But first, we must kill the Emperor. Am I right?